Hey guys, you're watching Three Awesome Geeks, and since I'm here, that means it's Friday. This is probably the best lighting I've had in any of my videos so far, which means that it will probably never ever happen again. So I'm going to talk really quick about the new Harry Potter movie, which I went to go see Tuesday at midnight, and there were actually a lot more people there than I was expecting. I live in a really small town that's not very geek friendly, so I was surprised when a lot of people showed up, and they ended up having 3 theaters full. Which, it's a pretty small theater, but still, it was a lot of people. And a few people dressed up. I wore a Harry Potter t-shirt. I wanted to dress up, and if I'd been anywhere else, I probably would have, but I didn't think anyone else was going to, so I didn't bother. The movie was I actually liked it a lot. I didn't reread the book before I went to go see the movie like I usually do. I didn't. I don't really have a good reason. But I thought it was the best movie yet. I mean, there were issues, of course. There was no fight scene at the end like there was supposed to be. They leave out so many characters that they really should have introduced by now. And just pretty much the ending in general, I wasn't too thrilled with. I liked the way that they finally introduced Ginny as more than Ron's annoying little sister, but they made her like this pseudo-seductress. And if you look at the girl who plays her, she just doesn't really fit the role that they're trying to put her into. And it just kind of ended up being really awkward, where you just kind of feel uncomfortable watching it. And then there was also the scene that they put in with the field, where Fenrir and, I almost just called her Helena Bonham Carter, Bellatrix show up, and then they burn the burrow down. What? That is not book friendly. I mean, they've got all the stuff that's supposed to happen at the Burrow in the 7th book, and I have no idea how they're going to do any of that now. But besides the obvious complaints that any fan's going to have, I really thought it was the best movie yet, and I'm planning on going to see it again eventually. So, the topic of the week is things in geekdom that you're allergic to. I don't really consider them to be geeks, but a lot of people do, because I don't really know why, but I'm allergic to Twilight fans. All of them, everywhere. I'm allergic to Stephenie Meyer in general. I tried reading her non-Twilight book, The Host, but it didn't work out. I read the first 3 books, and the first time that I read through them, I loved them. I really don't know why. Because then I went and I got the 4th book at midnight with some of my friends. I read through it, and I was like, this is the most terrible thing that I've ever read in my entire life. And I went to see the movie with some of my friends, because it was the thing to do. And the movie was terrible. And I'm not really sure what kind of subliminal messaging she put in the first 3 books to make me like them the first time I read them. But it worked for a while. And then I read them again, and I realized how terrible they are. They're not well written. The plot stinks. The characters are terrible. Edward Cullen, if you've seen the video on my personal channel, you know exactly how I feel about him. But yes, I'm allergic to Twilight fans. I'm also allergic to people who say that they're huge Harry Potter fans, yet they've never cracked one of the books open. There were a lot of those at the premiere. That's probably mostly what the crowd consisted of. And that just drives me insane. I mean, if you love it that much, then wouldn't you want to read the book and to get the rest of the story that they tend to leave out in the movies? I just hiccuped. Sorry. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to read the books. Then people say that they hate reading, and that just blows my mind even more. Thinking of making this video has made me realize just how many things really annoy me. I've talked about the whole fangirl thing in my video here, and then in a much longer and more obnoxious video on my personal channel. I know my voice sounds really weird today, sorry. But yeah, pretty much just that whole stigma. And girl geeks in general just kind of have a bad stereotype. I don't really know where that comes from. I mean, I've met some people that are like that, but I wouldn't really consider them to be geeks, just weirdos. I don't know. And finally, the last thing that I'm allergic to is 40-year-old men who are gross and creepy and live in their mom's basements. And then you go to see Wolverine at midnight and you get hit on by every single one of them. That is my number one geek allergy. So, if you're one of those men and you're watching this, I'm allergic to you, so just don't try it again. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because I have to go get ready to go. And Jason, I will see you on Monday, Sam on Wednesday, and I will see you guys again back here on next Friday. Sorry, that was awkward.